Morris talked briefly about his backfield teammates earlier in the interview, but I asked him to expand on them.
Oh, yeah, these guys, I mean, we have a great relationship. Actually, Jim Kick and I have a great relationship at this point right now. Mm-hmm. And back then, here I was a guy who was coming in to take his job. Jim Kick was the star of this football team in 1969 when I got here. Kick was, as a rookie out of Wyoming, a running back. He went to the Pro Bowl, the All-Star game, they called it back then, for the AFL in 68. Mm-hmm. He went to the Pro Bowl and the All-Star game in 69. He was that good. He had combined 1,000 yards in rushing and receiving for his first 2 years. So coming in and then vying for that spot, for Jim's spot, was something that the press played up, and they had Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, and that was one of those kind of relationships that those two had, that at first it was seen as though I was breaking this up. But the bottom line is, do you want to win football games? If you do, then you put the best people out there in that situation. And just fortunately for me, Shula gave me the opportunity to share that time with Kick. And Kick and I responded in 72 with, combined from that spot, we scored 18 touchdowns and gained 1,597 yards. Zunk had 5 touchdowns and he had like 1,100 yards. Jim had 6 touchdowns and he had 597 yards. And I had 12 touchdowns and I had 1,000 yards. So, and that was what broke the record that year in rushing. So we were so dominant as a running team that we sat together all day on the bench. It was a deal where Kick had to get used to the idea that he was splitting time with me. But in the end, the result was we became champions, best ever in 1972 and back-to-back in 1973. And that was principally because of the running game.